And just like the circle of life, it would only make sense that if a person has become a master of a thing, that they naturally influence their environment simply by being the example. So when people say things like monkey see, monkey do, they kind of expose a part of themselves that hasn't yet seen the light. I want to tell you about a time where I was underneath a toxic mentorship. The mentor basically indirectly threw shade at me when she said, wait, before I get started, let me get through the intro. I'm your host, Shayla Ma'ad. I'm a mother, a homeschooler, and a transformation coach. If you have a vision and you're ready to transform and break past your limits, I invite you to subscribe and become a part of my community. And check out the description box. You'll find links to my free Facebook group, my podcast, my Juice Plus website, as well as my book club. I'm here to dispel the stigma of copycatting and show you how choosing to be inspired and learn from others' examples and mistakes can improve your own life by helping you to build your own self-concept. So I've learned here on YouTube University that once you decide on a purpose, one of the very next steps is to find someone who's already doing it. Someone who's already doing what you love, and study them. I decided on what I wanted, and I found someone who was doing the things that I wanted to do in my industry, and I entered into her program. And I learned from the experience. I took notes on the things I was impressed by, and I also took notes on the thing that I was surprisingly not so impressed by. I was able to use the things I observed and learn how to apply them to my own practices. Some would call that copycatting. But the truth is, life is filled with an abundance of information. And we are at liberty, and I would say blessed, to be able at any point in life, at any point of our lives, to tap into it. Our mentors have clearly been able to utilize the abundance of information, and sometimes they've even mastered it. And just like the circle of life, it would only make sense if a person has become a master of a thing that they naturally influence their environment simply by being the example. So when people say things like monkey see, monkey do, they kind of expose a part of themselves that hasn't yet seen the light. The truth is, using inspiration in our day-to-day lives, it's a vibe. Not only is it a vibe, we can use inspiration as a tool in our personal development. And there's a huge difference between inspiration and copycatting. We can use inspiration in our personal development journey and our mindset maintenance practices. What do I mean? Well, first of all, we have to develop a self-image. That's the most important component to personal development, because having a self-image provides you with a blueprint, a vision, an aim, and something. And it's better to have clarity on who you want to be so you can have a direct aim and vision. You literally can imagine and decide on a variety of characteristics and practice embodying them. Before you know it, you will be living the life you've imagined. It can happen so subtle if you're consistent in practicing these mental states and habits. And sometimes you pick up on some great habits and ideas from your mentors. But before you can really get started, you have an actual self-image that you have crafted with detail. Your self-image has certain habits and practices that you want to tap into. So it's important to create a tailored self-image that is living the lifestyle that you are creating. Before I learned how to use inspiration to help me build my self-image, I was simply consuming inspirational content and not applying it to my life, and applying it in a way that would help me improve and develop my goals. But once I started tending to my self-concept, I was able to then recognize the opportunities, and I was able to recognize how I could incorporate the things that I was inspired by into my daily life and into my daily being. See, drawing from inspiration and merging it into your life takes practice and skill. And once you start, you will have a powerful and purposeful trajectory that is based in wisdom from others before you that has become masters, as well as your own wisdom. You stop living a limited life and you start tapping into your highest potential. You realize that seeing others do it is proof that you can. So if you are ready to move past the petty stigma of copycatting and learn a few steps on how to use observation and inspiration as a personal development tool, then you're going to get value from this video, because I'm going to show you 3 ways you can use inspiration from your mentors to improve your life and help you build your self-concept. Step number 1, know your true interests and start searching for the top people that do what you love and start to follow them. To help you discover your interests, ask yourself this: what would I do for free? Okay? That's it. You can start there. Number 2, study their content. Read their books, watch their videos, join their courses. It's important that you utilize their resources by learning and applying the knowledge that they've learned and applied. It's great to enjoy inspiration, but if you want to have it in your own life, you got to take action and execute and utilize what your mentor has put before you. Comment down below one thing that you love doing so much you would do for free. Number 4, learn from your mentor's mistakes. Sometimes you can see things about your mentor that you wouldn't do yourself, or that doesn't align with your morals and visions, and that's okay. Use those times as an opportunity to revive your own principles, and that will strengthen your personal integrity. And here's a bonus: practice what they practice via time management. What do I mean? Find ways to mimic your mentor's good habits. They got there by their habits. So if your person is a fitness person, and they work out 3 times a week, it's time for you to incorporate workouts into your schedule. Or if your person reads often, start seeing where you can schedule in 30 minutes per day for reading as well. If your person journals daily or does a to-do list, search your heart and try to commit to a new journaling practice. So remember, step 1 is to know your interests and start to search for people that are already on top doing the things that you love. Then study their content. Be active by reading their books, watching their videos, and taking their courses. Learn from their mistakes and practice what they practice via time management. See, having a self-concept is going to help you make choices that serve your purpose. Don't miss out on the opportunity to create the life you want by simply being inspired. You are inspired for a reason. That tingle down your spine and excitement that you feel and the interest that comes from inspiration, these are indicators that you should be tapping more and more into it and making it a part of your life. Remember, life is abundant, so let's live it abundantly. Practice these 3 steps and watch this video, and I'll see you there.